think I'm good. I mean, YouTube can hear me, I believe. I think everything is being picked up. Wait, hold on. Let me go see if this one works. Okay, yeah, it's working. Alright. Alright, so hey guys, sorry the stream came up out of nowhere, and the time I'm live streaming this is actually late night. It's like 2 a.m. here. But the reason why I'm doing this late night stream is because it's, well, one, it's something I had to get off my chest, and two, everyone needs to acknowledge this is what's going on. And freaking notification notifying my own stream. But yeah, I want to quickly talk about what's going on with YouTube, and you guys can already read the title, and you can already expect what I'm going to say if you know what's going on. But I don't care. I want this to be acknowledged to everyone, and everyone on the internet. You seen Jack to the guy's vid on this issue? Yep, exactly. And it's getting worse. See, like, yeah, and at first it all started with Corey X Kenshin pointing out what's going on with YouTube, and how it was being, and how racism or favoritism was applied to what they're doing. And because of that, all the other content creators are now coming together to tell YouTube their problems. And now look what's going on now. Like, heck, Markiplier did this, Jack did this, who else? Cub Scouts, 8-Bit Ryan, all those people. They're all talking about this serious topic, and they're doing it to spread awareness of what's going on with YouTube, and also send a message to YouTube. I do think YouTube has found a message, but guess what they did? They don't care. You see, and what made it worse is that the fact that Markiplier did this, and YouTube saw this, instead of him getting age restricted, like, actually, before I go there was like a plan on YouTube where they do a game on event. Yeah, they do a game on event, and with all the other content creators there, and look who got removed. Markiplier. All because of his criticism to YouTube, in which he proved Corey's point. And it's almost as if, and like, the stupid part about it is that it mostly feels like they just removed Markiplier just for the criticism that was proven to be true. YouTube, seriously? You think you're that perfect? No one is ever perfect. Ever. And even YouTube should know that. And yet you're still acting like this crap anyways. You're seriously up to favoritism or racism? But at this rate, I don't even know if that's the case. Because they removed Markiplier, and you removed someone who made you so popular. Like, I feel like without Markiplier, YouTube would have already been dead till then, or even till today. And now they're gonna make themselves more dead, just by doing that. You know, Markiplier is like the sole core of YouTube. If you know what if you guys know what I mean. YouTube was shrunk, that's why. They never fixed the problem. That's pretty, like, I feel like that's the case at this rate. Like, it kind of pisses me off to think about this. Like, how do I say this? Because you see, another thing that Corey mentioned that definitely sounds heartbreaking to me, and I'm sure to a lot of people, is that he was supposed to get a diamond play button due to his subscriber, but they never gave him. For how long? This whole situation started with the age-restricted video that were applying to his videos than to others, even though they had the same concept. Only did age-restricted video for what reason? For what reason? Because of that one, I really doubt it was like a YouTube system or like the bot system on YouTube is the one who did that. It's usually YouTube themselves. I feel like I highly doubt the age restricted video happening to Corey was by the bots. That's unbelievable in my opinion. Because if it was done by the bot, then you would have done it to others. Seriously. Let me see. And I want to make this clear about racism and favoritism. This doesn't just apply to YouTube, guys. I've wanted to spread this message for quite a long time. I just didn't know how to approach it, but I'm kind of on the verge of just saying it, even though it's not prepared fully. So I just want to quickly say this. Racism and favoritism doesn't just apply to YouTube. It applies to everyone. So, because, no offense, but, I've seen people still doing these kind of stuff in public. And that's the whole problem. YouTube needs to stop doing this. Yeah, I agree. If anything, they're shutting themselves down by removing, just by not accepting the criticism they're doing. It's just a simple thing to remove. Just remove the age-restricted video, treat Corey equally, and all will be good. What's the problem with that? Seriously. All this just because of an age-restricted video that YouTube could just easily remove. And then all will be cool. That's so stupid. At this rate, YouTube is like I said, YouTube just shutting themselves down, and it's just And the fact that Markiplier got removed by the Game On event that was gonna happen, it's almost as if his YouTube career is starting to go away now. So I don't even know what the future of Mark's YouTube channel is gonna be at this rate. Or even besides Markiplier, I don't even know the future of YouTube in general. They're making their future more worse just because they're not fixing a goddamn age-restricted video that shouldn't even be there in the first place. Unless it was gonna be there, then why not do it to the others? I'm not fully aware with what the game Mortuary Assistant is. I know it's another type of horror game. Correct me if I'm wrong in that, but I heard there was some sort of self-harming in that one and all that stuff. So, I mean, I can understand why that can get age restricted, but how come? But the problem is, why did you do the Corey extension and not do others? That just proves inequality from YouTube. That's the problem here. I don't how do I say this? If Markiplier's criticism goes down because of that, just by him removing the game, by him getting removed from Game On event, maybe even YouTube will probably put this stream down. But I don't care. Everyone needs to know this. And plus, if YouTube does take this stream down, just for the reason of the criticism that's proven to be true, then that's another proof to be true for Corey extension. They're literally going for racism or favoritism. I think it's more favoritism in a way. So, yeah. Anyways, I think what I was trying to say before is that racism and favoritism doesn't just apply to YouTube. This applies to everyone. So, yeah. Because even on the internet, I still notice people still doing those kind of stuff. Racism and favoritism. Yeah, Aaron, I agree. I heard about the problem with YouTube, and it's been there for a long time. It's been like this ever since the start of the Adpocalypse. A very long time, even before that. I mean, ads, I can understand them being there on YouTube, so yeah, but the issue here is how they're trying to how inequality is being done by YouTube themselves. Like I think Jacksepticeye set this example in his own video that he just uploaded like about a few hours ago. Like how equality is really important these days. And he doesn't and not even he likes being treated a big YouTuber compared to the other big YouTubers that are being treated like little YouTubers, even though it's not entirely true. Not even Jacksepticeye wanted that himself. And if he's just gonna do and if they're just gonna do that, then maybe Jacksepticeye will have the right to treat them badly. I don't think I worded that right, but it's something like that. It's been slowly shown for years, especially with the algorithm system, but now it's really been shown behind the curtains and closed doors. Mm-hmm. At this rate, YouTube is going way too far with this kind of problem, and they're not even like, how would they not? This is their own. How do I say this? This is like their own program. Why are they making it a problem? Why are they making their own program a problem now? They're gonna, at this rate, a lot of people are gonna sue them, and then that's their problem now. If this is their plan for retirement, then why not? Then at least you could retire, but you could give someone else a title, or like someone else can take over. Corey Kenshin's videos probably expose the biggest issues online. Yep. Racism and favoritism. See, here's the thing that I do think people need to be fully aware of. Both racism and favoritism on its own. Like, racism is very important these days, and making jokes about it in public are just not cool. And I don't think anyone should do that. The only time it's okay to joke about racism if one, you're doing it privately, like around your family and friends who are first of all aware of how racism is important, and also two, if they're okay with it at least. Then you're at least doing it in private, and you're not doing it around in public. Because if you do it around if you do it around in public, then you might rub people the wrong way to thinking, oh yeah, racism is okay to joke about. No, it's really not. Small channels like mine suffer it even more. If like their favorite people who have already been formed or with bigger talent than people who do their best work on videos. That's also true. People's gotta at least give credit for their big project or how hard they work on, like my videos. Heck, I mean, technically that's what happened on my Six Nights at Danny Club Gmod map. Like, it got a lot more views than I thought after 5 to 6 days of hard work making that Gmod map. And I didn't expect it to work out that well. I mean, technically it wasn't that perfect at the first time, but yeah. Yeah, I say favorite with you because I'm Canadian. Yeah. I mean, as long as you know what you mean, then that's what matters. I don't mind. I don't judge people on how they say things. As well as people shouldn't judge or even joke about racism or favoritism in general. Like I said, maybe it's okay to do it privately as long as you're doing it around people who are, one, okay with it, but also at the same time, two, aware of how important racism is. But doing these kind of jokes in public, I'm sorry, but I don't think that should be done. You don't know, you can't just assume, essentially in public, that's just you asking a one-way ticket for people to not like you. Yeah, exactly. Because you're going to rub people the wrong way thinking that racism is okay to joke about when really it's not. A lot of people can be offended by this stuff. Personally, me, I don't mind. Like, if it's coming from my friends joking about this kind of stuff, I don't mind because I don't want to restrict them from what they like. But what's important about joking about racism or favoritism in general is doing it in public. You shouldn't do that. Otherwise, you're going to rub people the wrong way, and then there you go. There's also a recent problem. This problem hasn't recently, not just with YouTube, but someone else doing a YouTube video about it, but then they had to delete their video because they didn't want to spread racism being okay. This was another famed YouTube channel. I mean, his name is NoJ456, but I think, well, I wouldn't say recently he uploaded a video, but he talked about a video. But recently in his video when he was playing a game, he realized that there was a lot of racism names in there put on a thing, and not even he liked it. So he didn't want to credit that. He didn't want to credit the thing anymore because he didn't want to include it. I honestly don't even understand why that stuff still exists. It's dumb to be mean and give hate to people who don't deserve it. I know, exactly. And yet they let people like Keemstar get away with this crud. You cannot get away with the problems you caused. You gotta fix them no matter what you do. Maybe you could take a lot of time if you want, but all you're doing is delaying the inevitable and still getting the same problem over and over again until you fix them. You don't run away from problems because they'll eventually haunt you back. You're gonna have to eventually fix them yourself. And that's probably why people are stuck in the past, because they still haven't fixed their past mistakes. If you're still stuck in, if you still feel like you're stuck in the past, then there's probably still a past mistake you still haven't fixed yet, and it's still haunting you. I don't know, but it's something like that. Can you start even push Etika to suicide? Even had no respect for him after. Okay, come on. No one deserves that kind of disrespect. No one deserves disrespect in general. Why can't everyone just get along? Well, I know that's hard because like, a lot of people have different opinions or different POVs of certain things. But still, that still doesn't mean you shouldn't go too far. And then, yeah, I think it was a big. Oh my God. You can't just act like you own everything or anything like that. I feel like what almost everyone's problem is being selfish. Don't get me wrong, everyone does become selfish at some point, but try to tone it down as much as you can, because especially if you're going way too far with how you're being selfish and how you just don't care about others, only but yourself. Tone it down. Seriously. And YouTube is practically being selfish, if you think about it. They're just taking criticism as an insult rather than it being a validable lesson learned. And that's what making YouTube a lot more worse than than before, I guess. I agree, selfishness is a big problem with society nowadays. Greed is the biggest. Yeah. And YouTube is practically doing that already, and it's gone to and it's actually going too far, to the part where they had to kick Markiplier out of a Game On event just because of a criticism that's proven to be true and validable. You know, if Markiplier leaves YouTube, because as much as I hate to say that, but if Markiplier leaves YouTube because of that, I don't blame him. And then YouTube's now YouTube's gonna start going downhill, and that's no one's fault. It's their own fault. We're not accepting the criticism being done to them. At this rate, even I don't mind leaving YouTube at this rate, but I don't want to do that. Well, to be more precise, I'll probably move to Twitch more sooner than before because of this, and that's YouTube's fault, not mine. It won't change the fact that I will move to Twitch eventually because I'm being more of a streamer now these days. But still, I would have done it a lot more sooner. Thanks to YouTube. And Markiplier is the face of YouTube, no less, alongside PewDiePie and Jacksepticeye. Yeah, literally. These big YouTubers like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, all these stuff, they're like like I said before, they're like the core of YouTube. They're like, I don't know how to say it, or say it in better terms, but I hope you guys know what I mean. They're like the whole reason. Well, I guess you could say they're the whole reason why YouTube is still big to these days. But at the same time, ever since the problem started, that's when things started to go down, and now it's getting worse to the part where YouTube Yeah, even people like Chugga Conroy. Yeah, not familiar with all these people you're saying, but yeah. Because it's gotten to the part where now Markiplier and YouTube are having problems with each other, and if that turned out to be if that turned out to be the case, then well, what's gonna happen to Markiplier now? What's gonna happen to YouTube in general? This whole situation is getting a lot more worse, and if this keeps getting worse, then, ugh. I know the internet's like I know the internet can be a fricked up place at time from time, but this is getting a lot more worse and getting to a whole new level. Heck, Twitter's already starting all that. I heard that like there's like so much nonstop drama in Twitter, and that's actually the reason why I'm never going to be on there. John Conroy is a famous Nintendo LPer? Okay. Maybe I'll consider that, but yeah. And like I said, I don't care if you. I don't even care if YouTube takes this down. It just if YouTube does take this stream down, then it proves then it's still if anything, it doesn't even help them. All it does is prove Corey's point. What else do I need to say? The drama with Twitter started because Elon Musk promotes freedom of speech, which is heavily abused. I mean, it's important that everyone gets the freedom of speech, because that way everyone can be free to say whatever they want. But, okay. On Twitter? But like I do feel like it's important for. But like I said, I do think it's important for everyone to give a freedom of speech, just so they're free to what they say. But at the same time, people still need to be careful on what they say and pretty much what they say overall. But you see, that's also another problem on the YouTube these days. When people mention their opinions, it starts to become a controversy. It's just an opinion. It's not like it's going to change anything. Opinions aren't really meant to change anything or anyone. They would mainly change majorly if it's from a public opinion. Why do you think vote polls exist? To make sure that the public opinion get the most what they want. The public gets the most what they want. But that's been a problem these days that's been a problem. But like stating opinions on the internet has become a problem for some reason, and it's stupid. Like everyone's free to have an opinion of something. Why be judgmental to them? It's just an opinion. It's not like it's gonna heavily affect anything. It's just their own opinion, so just let them be. It's not like opinions are meant to be an encouragement or discouragement, or anything like that. But back to the topic of YouTube's probably might be going on topic. Yeah, well, sorry. That's because like I'm not just talking about YouTube's problem. I'm just talking about like the whole internet in general being a problem. I mean, like I said, I know that the internet's been messed up from like a long. Off wait, did I say that? Sorry, I stutter quite sometimes. Sorry. Yeah, worked on. But yeah, like anyway, what I was saying is that like I'm not just trying to talk about YouTube's problem. I'm just trying to spread awareness about the internet in general, because this is something that's been on my chest for so long about the internet, and I heavily regret being I'm sorry to say this, guy, but I heavily regret being a part of this. The only reason why I wanted to become a part of the internet, or I was mainly trying to become a part of YouTube or something, was mainly because one, I got inspired by other YouTubers, such as my friend Rye, as well as the other big YouTubers such as Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, etc. And two, my IRL hasn't really treated me well, and ever since I got to the internet, it was doing better than how IRL was treating me, but now it's starting to go reverse again. Just because I gave IRL another chance, it's now starting to treat me better. I guess it was. I guess my IRL. I guess my teenager life was probably the one that's the most problem. But then again, a lot of teenagers can have problems these days, and that's why most teenagers are on the internet these days. Fun fact: I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's like fun fact. Fun fact about YouTube, or maybe not just YouTube, but the internet in general, is that more than half of the people who are on the internet are teenagers. How do I know this? Well, there was like a few YouTube vote polls who were saying like, how old are you or what's your age? Even though I know you shouldn't be saying that, but it's just like a public thing, so it's not like people are gonna know anyways. But yeah. What else? Oh yeah, is that whenever there was a vote poll and then I started saying my age, most of the more than half of the people are teenagers, and that's probably why people enjoy some other teenagers or adults sometimes acting childish here in gaming in the YouTube gaming community because it's funny. And don't get me wrong, I agree, but at the same time, some real adults have to be real adults by having an actual job and growing up, and that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. I'm not planning to stay on YouTube for long, anyway. Well, I don't plan to stay on YouTube or any. I'm probably gonna leave YouTube a lot more earlier because of this shit they're doing to themselves. Not only the Markiplier, not only Jacksepticeye or Corey or anyone else, but also to themselves. Seriously, YouTube needs to. Even though they should understand what criticisms can be valuable, and if that's the case, then take it as a lesson learned. Like I said, I don't know why they had to age restrict Corey X Kenshin's video in the first place. Did they even give a reason to that? If anyone here knows, then let me know. What was the reason why they age restricted Corey Kenshin's video? Was it really because of favoritism or racism or anything like that? Because if that's so, then that is really dumb. YouTube, I'm sorry, but everyone needs to acknowledge that problem with YouTube, and if they're gonna keep doing it, then yeah, it's definitely gonna get more knowledgeable, and then and now a lot of people are gonna be against YouTube, and now they're gonna find another platform to be a content creator. Such as Twitch. What other platforms are for content creators and for uploading videos besides YouTube? Sure, YouTubers like Markiplier have a light outside of YouTube. I'm sure. That's maybe the case, but it seems like Markiplier. I feel like Markiplier's YouTube career has been his main job. At least that's what it seems like, but I could be wrong. I don't know much about Markiplier. All I know is that he's just an awesome YouTuber overall, or just an awesome content creator overall. Heck, he's the reason why I got into FNAF. Well, that's not how he's not the reason why I first knew FNAF, but he's the reason why I got into FNAF. And I still am to the day. Heck, I'm still excited about FNAF Plus. I don't know about the release day, but I'm looking forward to that a lot. But are we going to upload that on YouTube? I don't know. Maybe we won't. If YouTube's going to keep this shit up, then... Ugh. Was MatPat one of them? One of what? One of what? I never got to ask. Actually, never really asked. But isn't MatPat even aware of this situation at hand? Because I feel like this is the major problem for big YouTubers. The people who got you into FNAF? No, actually. MatPat wasn't really one of them, actually. Oh, you sure? Oh, yeah. Honestly, at this rate, I probably shouldn't be surprised that almost every YouTuber or even the big ones out there are aware of this situation at hand. They definitely need to acknowledge this situation and step up with Corey's point at this rate, because what they did to Markiplier, removing him from their game on event, just proves Corey's point. It just seemed like they're up to favoritism, or they're just not, or they're just being that selfish that they're not accepting any criticism, thinking that they're perfect, even though no one ever is. And YouTube themselves should know that. Of all the people who doesn't know that, YouTube, seriously. Like, I'm sorry, I hate to do this, but maybe I too soon will quit YouTube only just to get myself to be more content creator for a more suitable platform that actually treats equality more better than YouTube, which is Twitch, because I'm actually a streamer these days, and I like barely do video uploads rather than streams, and I seem to be doing streams a lot more. So, heck, maybe I'll just move to Twitch. If I did quit YouTube, how would I upload videos? That's a good question that I'll figure out someday. If a lot of big YouTube channels are aware, it includes all their followers, thus millions of people. Yeah, that's pretty much true. I feel like Corey is pretty much the start of this all, of alerting everyone with YouTube's problem and how much it's getting worse. Not only that, but Markiplier was also Whoops. No. Freaking YouTube. If you don't listen, apologies for my language, but they have more serious fucking problems. No, I agree. Now don't worry about the language or swearing. I agree. They have some fucking problems. I mean, I don't think anyone has to worry about swearing anymore. I think it's just that if you overdo it, it may cause a little bit of problems. But you don't have to worry about swearing anymore. Pretty much everyone, like every adult or even every teenager, probably says it at least once. So I don't think we have to worry about it too much. I mean, obviously what I'm saying is probably not entirely true. It's just a oh man, I forgot the word. But yeah, you guys know what I mean. Oh, hold on, guys. There's stream's a little bit buffering. Huh, okay, stream buffer for a little bit. Yeah, don't worry about the internet problem. It's not you guys. It's most likely me because I don't have good internet here. Okay, yeah. Anyways, what were you saying? As for Twitch, watch out for shadow bans. Twitch shadow bans people all the time. Really? These days, what's wrong with the platform that's been so good on people? YouTube, Twitch, and now they're both having problems. What can people do these days? Is this a sign to tell everyone to quit? God, enough with the buffering. If the buffering continues to get worse, then I'll probably end the stream now, because I think I pretty much said everything I said. But if anyone else has anything else to say, let me know, because I think I pretty much said everything I wanted to say. Now, do keep in mind, again, racism and favoritism does not just apply to YouTube, but yeah, hold on. They wrongfully banned the most popular streamer, Dr. Disrespect. Yeah, I'm not fully aware of how they wrongfully did it, but heck, whatever's going on, man. Yeah. throat. But yeah, anyway, what I was saying is that racism and favoritism, this doesn't just apply to YouTube, guys. It's applied to everyone. Try not to do this kind of stuff in public. See, this not only racism included, but the LGBTQ community as well. We want to also be sure they're well respected too. Again, it's okay to joke about these in private, and also around people like friends and family that are first of all aware, or like most importantly aware of, like, how important racism and LGBTQ community is to everyone, and two, if they're at least okay with it. Okay, yeah, see ya. I'm probably gonna end the stream anyway because I think I said everything here. I wanted to say. No, yeah, I'm not to chat with you guys. It will not to chat with you two. At this point, YouTube should just take the blame for their issue and take accountability to. Yeah. I know I'm not a big YouTuber. I'm only have 9,000 subscribers, and that's quite small for compared to other YouTubers. But still, I just want to get this off my chest, and two, despite me being this small of a YouTuber, I still want to make sure this is acknowledged. But yeah, again, racism and favoritism, as well as the LGBTQ community, be sure to keep those jokes to yourself and to others, like your friends, your cousins, your family, everyone that are at least okay with it and also are aware of how important it is. Keep it away from the public. Keep those jokes away from the public. Because it's going to cause some more serious issues the more you try to... Because like I said, you may discourage people to thinking that racism is okay to joke about, or as well as favoritism being good, or even LGBTQ jokes being good. No, they're not. At this point, Corey Extension should buy out YouTube so that all these issues can disappear. I don't know. I just feel like YouTube should have at least removed the age restricted video policy on his video, because there was no reason to put it there. Unless the favoritism is the real reason, then yeah. Like, at this point, someone's got to expose YouTube for what the true reason is. That the age-restricted Corey Extension video. Might as well... They gotta admit it at some point, seriously. If they don't, then they're gonna... Then YouTube is just gonna be a dead platform at this rate. I myself wasn't planning to be on YouTube for that long anyway, but still, I'm gonna be quitting a lot more quicker than what I originally did if this keeps up. But yeah, I do wanna. But yeah, with that being said, I'm probably gonna stop it there, because I think I said everything I said. Oh, hold on, guys. Did my stream stop?